You are right. We're doing a gender seminar series, and in the last video we spoke about gender presentation, and this commenter said I seem to be mixing elements of gender performance in this distinction. And that's right. Some aspects of gender performance are about how we present to others, and some aspects of how we present to others are about performance. But that is also an important notion. Completely correct. A part of the reasons why people categorize us as a given gender in our everyday life is because of what we do. And it's things like our movements, how we carry ourselves, the way we walk, the way we talk. Gender is something we do. Notice that this description has nothing to do with assigned gender roles. The way we walk and carry ourselves and speak has nothing to do with who should do the dishes. But gender is something we do. And this performative aspect of gender presentation is actually a really good way to understand the difficulty that trans persons find themselves in. Because if, like me, you are a cis person, and if I ask you, how did you learn to walk like this, to talk like that, to move your hands in such and such a way, to have this or that facial attitude? How did your non-verbal carriage, how does the way you carry your body, how did you learn that? When did you have classes in school? Did you have good grades in this? Were you taught to walk like this rather than like that? You might have had some fine-tuning. Some people might have given you advice. I mean, the ever popular motherly advice to stand straighter and all of that. But you were probably not explicitly taught to not carry yourself like another gender. At least, if you did, your experience was probably a minority experience. It does seem that most people simply do. They just carry themselves that way, they walk like that, etc. Now imagine that your spontaneous way of carrying yourself and walking and talking and your mimic and everything in your voice actually does not match with your anatomy. And imagine that people start to police you, to discipline you, to demand that you change your voice, the way you walk, the way you talk, the way that your face moves when you speak, in order that it better align with the gender people want to assign to you because it fits with your anatomy. How long do you think you could keep this up? How tired do you think it would make you? How much bandwidth would it take? How much energy would it take away from other pursuits in life that you might actually want to prioritize? The performative aspect of gender for most people is unconscious and effortless. At least to a large degree, it's unconscious and effortless. Imagine now that it had to be 100% conscious and permanently effortful. How long do you think you would keep it up? Yeah.